For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Welcome back.
Whatever you do it 100%. When you work, work. When you laugh, laugh.
Let's get this straight. I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't have it coming. You got that? All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Come on, you bitch. You scared coward. You got man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man.
Somebody out there sitting working harder than you. Somebody working hard. Hurry up, let's go. Oh, somebody gonna outwork you. Somebody outwork you right now. So what? Let's go. We do the pain each and every day. Driving, motivating you.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
Reality is it's gonna take everything you got. Reality is if you don't have a big old chip on your shoulder that you could draw from and then have it push you down the road, you're not gonna fucking make it. So when you look around and you start feeling bad because these people are criticizing you, because these people are attacking you, because these people are doubting you, I challenge you to flip the perspective to one where you're thankful for that. Because eventually you'll become so successful, you won't have people doubting you anymore. You won't have people criticizing you like that. You won't have people that don't believe. And you won't have that fuel, and you wish you did. So learn how to use it, stay on the path, and recognize that no matter what someone says, no matter who it is that says it, the only way that you can lose on this journey is by giving up. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that sounds oversimplified, but it is simple.
And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. Some of you are so ignorant. You've been through so much hell. You gonna quit now? You don't quit now. It's the 10th round. You got 2 more to go. And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's about stamina. It's about you won't break me. You can't take me. I fought too long. I fought too hard. If I was going to quit Satan, you should have got me a 17
We're found every moment, guys, in the choices we make. Our character is defined by the choices we make on a moment-to-moment basis. It all adds up to the win. And don't give me that shit. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, how you play the game, all that bullshit. If that was so true, then why are there scoreboards? Why do people give a shit and keep score of anything? Fuck that, man. Always you will win. Always you will win. Sometimes you'll win immediately, but always definitely. You know what it means? You might not win it today, but your efforts done today, even the failure felt today, are all measures that create the moment later. And if you failed on the way back and got there, and you got knocked down, found intentional forward to get back up, try that same endeavor, then you find yourself victorious in that endeavor, that's the sweetest victory of all. That builds a confidence that's unbreakable.
See, that's how show ready. You ain't gotta get ready for a show. We stand ready. You know what I'm saying? Going on stage, getting the trophy, not making no champion. Champion was made in the gym. Why everybody out there flipping the goddamn remote, saying that fat sloppy ass on the couch? We getting it in every day.
Life's standing right there to kick you in the fucking face, man. Could be anything. Could be you get up and you walk downstairs, you got a fucking flat tire and you're late for work and you got this and that. Life is gonna throw all kinds of crazy shit at you, right? And you have to be ready for it and you gotta fucking deal with it. You can't curl up into a ball, you can't run away from it, you can't hide. You have to take all this shit head on.
I got to a point in my life where I realized this is life. And so I move on past things real quick. So people are like, oh my God, what are you gonna do, David, if you can't run? Motherfucker, I'll swim. Or I'll go to college, or I'll do something else. This isn't my life. So I'm very aware how quick life can take shit from you. And I've always prepared my mind for the next chapter. And what happened with me was I started this thing called front loading. So when I was young, I used to be a little piece of shit. Like fucking, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. But the second I got my head out of my ass and I realized, man, if you get off your ass, you start moving and you start motivating yourself. Start becoming a self-motivator. So I started front loading. And front loading is people, man, you've done so much by 47 because I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring me.
You know what I mean? These are all part of being in the game. When you're in the fucking game, great things happen and really bad things happen. And you gotta take it all in stride. And you gotta pick yourself up the next day, strap your fucking shoes back on and get out there and go to fucking war again.
Every single person that you look up to, every single success story that inspires you, every single championship story that you say, damn dude, one day that's gonna be me, they all went through this. Every fucking single one of them. So don't think it's just you, don't take it personal, but use it as fuel. Because if you can execute, you cannot be fucking stopped. And let me remind you of one little thing before we let you go. If you quit and you do retire back into the framework of normalcy, you know what they're gonna say 10 years from now about you? They're gonna say, yeah, he tried, but he fucking failed.
Man, I am so motivated right now for the next endeavor of my life. And I'm gonna try something new. And I'm gonna push it. At the end of my life, my tombstone, one thing will have on it, no fucking regrets. And that's a good life, man. So I encourage you, man, whatever that fear inside of you is, whatever you've been making up every excuse, so you can get everybody else convinced that you're not doing it for that reason, even though inside you're just being a bullshit. Just let it out. Say, hey, you know what? I'm scared. I'm really fucking scared. I'm gonna give it a shot and have us some support. They get behind you, and then you go for it, and you, bam, you overcome that step. The next step's even bigger and bigger. Next step, then you're on top of the mountain, man. You ain't got one life. Why not go for it, right?
Stop tripping when it get dark and you running. You running from your success. That's what you running from. So it took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. I never quit because I realized, why would you do something for 10 years then quit? Why would you do something for 11 years then quit? So for a lot of you, if you was gonna quit, you should have quit when you put your first brand in. You like 20,000 deep now. You like 9,800 hours deep into it. It only takes 10,000 hours. It is not the darkest moment that's the problem. You the problem.
Don't aim for mediocre. 99% of people in the world are convinced that they're incapable of achieving great things, so they aim for the mediocre. The level of competition is thus fiercest for realistic goals, paradoxically making them the most time and energy consuming. If you are insecure, guess what? The rest of the world is too. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself. You are better than you think. I love that. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself.
Go from 3 to 350 to 400 to 450 to 500 because you don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. I can't give you shit. You can't give them shit. We can give you ideas. But at the end of the day, when I was losing the weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold because it was Indiana, November when it started. I was miserable. This is your new life. Take it or leave it. There's no happiness about it. There's no peace behind it. It sucks. It just fucking sucks. And that's the one thing, if I could teach anybody anything, it just fucking sucks. And it's gonna continue to suck. And then one day you'll get to a special part in your life that it might get a little bit better.
Human beings can control a lot more than they think they can. And oftentimes it's pretty easy just to say, oh, that's not me, that's not on me. And I think that's the whole genesis of the idea of extreme ownership is most of the time, or much of the time, people say that's not my fault, there's nothing I can do about that. And more often than people think, there is something you can do about it. And it is your fault. Any person, any human realizes that if you want some kind of a good outcome, you're gonna have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not gonna get an outcome that's really worth much.
You thought you was just gonna have a dream and a goal, and you were just gonna wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? I'm gonna give your wife MS. Do you really want this? You gonna lose friends. Do you really want this? Your mama gonna be pissed when you write the book about your family. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins gonna abandon you. People that you used to be like this with don't think you bougie and don't wanna deal with you. It's a part of it. But I paid too much. If I was gonna quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. And I don't talk about that because I don't want to give nobody ideas. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you, your own daddy don't want you, take your life. I got through that. So why I'm gonna quit over a grade, a F on a grade? Why would I quit because I didn't do well on the master's degree? Come on. You have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now.
So you can decide, do you want to go down the path and face the criticism and face the hate and face the frustration and face the pain and use it as fuel and then go on to fucking win and inspire and teach and lift people up? Or do you want to retire into the framework of normalcy? Do you want to become like the people who are criticizing you? And then do you want to listen to them 10 years from now talk about how you almost made it? Because I can't think of anything worse than
Go do something that's hard. Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better. If you avoid those things that are hard, if you don't accept that challenge, if you don't step up and step into that cold water, and you sit on your couch and eat Doritos, I can tell you this is not a good move. This is not a good move. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just get up. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're gonna be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're gonna be even more prepared for. And you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win.
If you don't fix it while it's in the dark, it's gonna come out in the light. God said you so worried about being what they think you should be that you're not showing up being who I called you to be. But son, when you walk in, you better walk in with my anointing. When you walk out of there, when you walk outside, I want you to walk differently. Cry out is not a thing, although it looks good in writing. It is a strategy, it is a tool, it is a method that God's people use to get to the next level in their relationship with God. Your next level of success is going to come not just when you acknowledge it, but when you say, God, I'm ready to stop. And I said, God, I want help me to make a covenant with my eyes. God, help me to stop playing. Like, I know I'm playing, God. I know the conversation ain't went all the way there, but I know it shouldn't even go here. So, God, when it goes there, in the name of Jesus, create within me a clean heart and renew a right spirit. Get it out of me, God.
You build a confidence that, in your opinion, what you feel is stronger than anything else. Like I said before, winners, their belief overrides the disbelief of the crowd every single time. So no matter what happens, they believe in themselves when no one else is out there. That's gonna be the make or break. That's gonna be the details of success. That's gonna be the cause combined to the effect. That's the life you wanna live. That's the life you can live. That's the life you better start living.
Listen to me, more money. Listen to me, better relationships. Listen to me, a better life. Woo! That moment, if you want this moment for the rest of your life, like if you ready to take your game to the next level, whatever it is else, listen to me very closely. You gotta change that mindset. So I told you, my boy Shannon often said something. He said, eat. I told my son, forget what your coach said. We're not just taking 100 shots. Woo! He said, look, I told my son, we're not taking 100 shots, we making 100 shots.
You can accept that the work that you have done has created the outcome that you've created. But you do not need to accept that the outcome that you've created is the end-all be-all and the last outcome that you need to have. And so for me, like, the only version of acceptance that I have is that I accept that the version of myself that I want to be is so far from who I am, that I have this massive discrepancy that I have to overcome. And then just breaking that down one step at a time and thinking, I don't deserve to be that man, but I can still do the things that can create it. And that also means that I have to go through the circumstances that would create that man, which means that if I have unbelievable big dreams and big goals, then I have to go through hard times.
Don't ever be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, make it better. We are humans. But then again, if you always think that we're humans, you will always just be a human and always make the same fucking mistakes. You must take this knowledge that you learn from all this is knowledge. So I'm just trying to give people that strength to go in the archives of your life, because while you're probably fucked up, it's probably something happened to you in your life. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's the main purpose for me right now.
When you're on your way up, everyone roots for you because you remind them of their dreams. When you're at the top, everyone tears you down because you remind them that they gave up on them. And you have one, which is, for anyone who needs a reminder, no one is going to hate on you for doing worse than them.
You know, a lot of people have fucking like teammates and fucking like, you know, family push. My mom was struggling, bro. She was struggling. So it was like me and my mom. And so it was a lot of just me. So when you're waking up every morning by yourself and you're fucking getting after it by yourself, and it's the hidden work. People see 1 minute, video of me running and shit, and like these fighters, they see during the fight or after the fight. They don't see these motherfuckers, man, what they deal with every fucking day. Even though they're fucking the best in the world, that little motherfucker at 7 or 8 years old is still in there saying, "Oh man, we don't have something. Man, we're not good enough."
What statement are you making? The psychology of savagery. I wasn't the best runner, but what I did was I found the work schedules out of my competition, and I made sure they saw me running day and night. I tried to get in their fucking heads. I got a video the other day of this UFC fighter, Ferguson. This motherfucker weighs in, and the UFC is fucking canceled. He wasn't just weighing in. He was getting the fucking head of his opponents. What he did was this. He wanted you to remember his fucking hands and elbows slice you the fuck up. Remember this. Stay hard at all times. Savagery.
Go to high school, go to college, get the house with the white picket fence, have 2.5 kids, work, your next 70 years and then retire when you're fucking 107, right? Like, that's not how entrepreneurs think. Entrepreneurs don't think like that. They don't even buy into what I call the list. The list is what you're supposed to do, what they told you you're supposed to do. And the more society changes, the less important that list is. We're to a point now where even mainstream colleges don't even require, or mainstream jobs don't even require college degrees anymore. You see what I'm saying? Things are changing. Yeah. And so being of sound mind and learning how to critically think and learning how to think outside the box to get to the destination that you want to get to is extremely important. And you should have the foresight to do that before you spend all this time dedicated to that thing and then figuring out that you can't get where you want to go.
How about you plan what you're going to do in the day? How about you bring your lunch to work with you so you don't have to eat a slice of pizza or a damn burger and fries? How about you change what time you get to work by showing up 10 minutes earlier and you square your gear away, or you dial in your tools or your desk or your workspace? That's what you need to do. You make those little changes, those little habits that you have to change them, those bad habits, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, the little things, the little changes, they add up and they become big things. Change the little things and over time, you can change your life. But if you don't change what you're doing and how you do it, nothing else will change.
All those mornings that you didn't want to fucking get up, and I look at it as like a rock, and you find this fucking rock, and that rock is you. And every day you fucking fight not wanting to get up, and you do anyway. You chip another piece off that fucking rock, and every day you fucking eat the right foods, and every day you go to train, and you train harder and harder and harder and harder, and you get up earlier, and all these things you do to start forming yourself. You're chipping another fucking piece of that rock off. Before you know it, you have this beautiful fucking piece of artwork that you built. But people don't, and then once you get there, you see it, and it becomes real. Like, oh my God, I fucking did this shit. And so like the fucking journey becomes so real then. But so many people aren't willing to fucking chip away at that stone that is them to start chipping off those fucking rough edges.
There's purity in physical pursuits, right? Because it doesn't matter what your social status is. It doesn't matter how people perceive you. When it comes down to how long can you stay in that pool, when it comes down to how far can you run, when it comes down to how much can you push yourself past the part where you want to quit, how far can you keep going? There's a purity in that it dissolves social order, all that bullshit.
When I saw the person that got me off the streets, when I saw the person that had gotten me to college, when I saw the person who I had no credit got us a house, when I didn't have no credit hooked up, when I saw the person that God had given me as a help me, and it looked like they were about to have, I said, God, help! God, I'm so sick, I can't stop. God, I'm so sick that I can't fix it. God, the only way we gonna do this is you gotta do it for me and through me. God told me to tell you today, cry out is not a thing. God said, I gave you every gift before you were born. What I'm trying to do, though, is put more anointing in you. I'm trying to put more of my spirit in you. So when you get on YouTube and you do a video, it goes viral. Why? Because my anointing is on it. And some of you love the Lord, and some of you in the choir, and some of you praise, and some of you preach. But some of you, because of your pride, you ain't ready to cry out. We gonna let you fix this in the dark, or we gonna let it come out in the light? You better fix it while it's in the dark, because if you don't fix it while it's in the dark, oh, it's gonna come out in the light.
You're the only thing in the way of igniting your power, your purpose in your life.
You are wasting your life. You are letting your life pass by because you lack the courage to make the decisions that you know you need to make. You got to be real about that. If you don't make the decisions that you know you need to make, time is continuing to go.
When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear. And the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible. If you face your fears, guys, you will realize it's not that big. And once you face it, you go, oh my God, man, I spent all this time running from it. It was so small. If I just faced it, my God, not only did I face it, I beat it back, energy's never lost, transferred. That negative energy, that fear is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. You're like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. You're not running the day. The day's running you. You always be the fucking servant, not the master, guys.
I wish I could tell you something else. I wish I could tell you tired, go take a break. I wish I could tell you tired, rest for a year.
First thing is you gotta be selfish as hell. You gotta be selfish. I don't give a fuck. It's the sacrifice, but without great sacrifice and without great risk, there is no such thing as great reward. Can't have one. That math will never math. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to have, and I don't like this word, but I'm gonna say it because it's true. You have to be a little maniacal with this shit. Maniac. When you're pursuing your destiny.
Life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. You play on yourself, man. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself. And the shit I was telling myself was so fucked up, it was so wrong, it was so misguided, and other people start to write that dialogue for you also. And it starts to be what you say to yourself every single day. And I started creating a whole nother warfare, a whole nother battle started becoming. I was like, oh, hang on a second, guys. You have these tools. You have these tools. Your life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles, it was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go.
It's something that I'm known by. It's on our tapes called Choosing Your Future, and it says simply this, that if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, for all that your dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it. And if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it,
And if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness, or pain, or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it.
I wish I could tell you that it's gonna get easier. I wish I could tell you it's gonna get easier. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, it's gonna get lighter. The weight is gonna get light. I wish I could tell you that, but that's not the truth. The truth is you gotta find something within. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. And when you find out what your why is, and your why gotta be deeper than you, when you find your why, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen. So let me just say this to you. If it was easy, boo, everybody would win the Rose Bowl. If it was easy, boo, everybody would be a national champion. Everybody would be a millionaire or a billionaire. Everybody's company would blow up. Everybody would get a 4-year degree, a master's degree. Everybody would have a medical degree or a PhD or a law degree if it was easy.
I want you to know that you're blessed and highly favored, and that as you go toward the future, begin to know that you have greatness within you. And if just one of you here begin to envision yourselves as being blessed and highly favored to reach your goals, if just one of you capture the essence of what that means, that you have greatness within you and a responsibility to manifest that greatness, that you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. It's very important as you hold on to that dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times that are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. It's very important for you to know that. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. It's very important for you to believe that you are the one to make this happen.
It's affected my mentality and my perspective just toward life, how I greet people, how I see people, how I interact, right? Just that one moment and one element of the injury, right? It's so many things that's happened inside of the injury that shaped and molded me as a person. People see the injury. People don't always think about the intricacies of how it shaped and molded and cultivated who I am as a man until this day.
You want them to say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. But you want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen. Hey, Vic, your life just happened in front of you. Just show up today and make it happen with Tom. No, you had to do a lot of shit today to get to this day that no one really knows except you. So that's why you appreciate it, because you had to go through a lot of stuff to get to this day. Now only you know what it took to get here, and that's why you value it. So other people from the outside in may say, oh, Vic, you're so lucky. You get to do this and you get to be, you have all these followers, you have these people that pay attention to you, you get to do these cool things. Well, yeah, but in your mind, you're probably still the same kid, with your brother and your other brother and your sister and your dad and your mom. You're like, no, you guys don't remember where I came from. And this is why I value this, because I have perspective.
Yeah.
I knew where I came from. I knew where I started. Now I appreciate where I'm at.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna influence and I'm just gonna be me to the fullest, because it's also with my approach, it's a certain point of a level of like frustration, because waiting for everyone to agree may take too long.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit inside of a corporation for 20 years. The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Be clear in your mind in what you intend to achieve. Know what you are going to do. That doesn't seem like too much to ask. Certainly in war. And you wouldn't think it would be too much for people to ask in their lives either. But how often do we see people going through their lives without knowing what they are trying to do, without having any intent, without having a clear mission?
When I was going from training, we had to carry these heavy-ass boats on our heads. We had 6 people carrying these boats. The heaviest part of the boat was in the front. So those weaker people would always look for the very back of the boat. The back of the boat is where the boat would barely be touching your head. We had a name for it. We call it duck and boat. A lot of people put their head down, crouch under it, so that boat wouldn't be breaking your fucking neck. A lot of people in life out here are riding the back of the boat. They're ducking that fucking weight. You're part of a team, but you're the weakest person in that team. And everybody knows you're ducking the boat. You don't want that boat to touch your head. You don't want to hurt your neck. But you will be part of the team, but you don't want to do any fucking work. In life, it's important to not always draft. Sometimes you gotta lead and block the fucking wind. Stay hard.
If you find a fear, the quickest, easiest way you can beat it is initially, right when it comes in. If you allow it to sit, it will grow roots and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. Again, the champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up, always willing to fail, because in failure, that's part of success. Success is not, a marathon of life with just ups. Success is formulated through failures, through facing your fears, through falling down and getting back up. That's what creates a champion. Success does not define us, we define the success.
My conversation on a weekly basis is I cannot get away from who the fuck I am. Who I am is who I'm proud of. I'm very proud of the hardworking, calloused hands, calloused mind, human being that I literally made this person. There's a lot of help from above, a lot of guidance from saying you're gonna go left when you should go right. That horrible voice that wouldn't let me get away from myself and hide forever. I listened to it. And the only way you can set the example is you have to always be willing to work. I don't follow people who talk about what they used to do in life. I don't give a fuck what you used to do. I don't care that, you used to be the best mother. I don't care. What are you doing today? You may not be that person now, but what are you still doing to try to excel in life? And a lot of people now are talking. I hear so much talk. I don't hear a lot of work.
Leaders don't have days off. They show up every day and they're like, I'm giving my best. Well, why? That's for me, great, but it's also gonna make them better. And then when they're better, we're better. And then we don't have to wait to Sunday to get better. We could get better on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because that's the competition. And then the season ends March, April, May, June. When no one's watching, what are we doing? And if we're all getting better, 5% better or 8% better, and they're not, well, over time, who wins? The guys that are getting better.
I genuinely believe that I can do anything. And I'm not surprised that I'm still here. And I believe that I could possibly be here a decade from now.
How many hours a day you waste or how many hours a week you waste. And the classic answer is something like 4 to 6 hours a day. Inefficient studying, watching things on YouTube that not only do you not want to watch, that you don't even care about, that make you feel horrible about watching after you're done. That's probably 4 hours right there. You think, well, that's 25 hours a week, it's 100 hours a month, that's 2.5 full work weeks, it's half a year of work weeks per year. And if your time is worth $20 an hour, which is a radical underestimate, it's probably more like 50 if you think about it in terms of deferred wages. If you're wasting 20 hours a week, you're wasting $50,000 a year. And you are doing that right now. And it's because you're young, wasting $50,000 a year is a way bigger catastrophe than it would be for me to waste it, because I'm not going to last nearly as long.
What are you going to do? How bad do you want it? There's 2 options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again.
So another year has come and gone, and a lot of us in the same fucking place we were last year. What the fuck are you waiting on? We sleep 1/3 of our fucking lives, and we think we can take fucking days off. We think we have the right to sit back and give ourselves fucking options on which way we're gonna go in life. Am I gonna run today? Am I gonna work out today? Well, it's Christmas. It's New Year's. It's my birthday. Do you think time gives a fuck that it's Christmas, that it's New Year's, that it's your birthday? You give yourself too many fucking options. Let me tell you one thing. Time is running out. You keep on sitting around wondering what the fuck you want to do. You're just gonna run out of time. So make sure you do one thing. Stop following the fucking crowd. They may take time off, but you can't afford to.
The effort inside, the undying will that wants to come out and be remembered. You must have them together. Right now. For anything in there to come in your favor. It's early in the morning right now. Half these motherfuckers are so sleepy. We're not. Because there's only so much time in the day. And we can't let it pass by. Most of these people are going to get up and go to work 9 to 5, right? Put their 8 hours a day in. They're not being paid by the hour. They're being paid for the value they provide in that hour. So when we walk in here and kill this fucking workout, the hour it is no guaranteed success. It's the choices you make on every fucking rep, every set. When the pain says hello, do you say goodbye? What are you doing? How bad do you want it? Or you already see yourself stronger from it before you enter it? If you give it all you have, you're gonna get max potential back. And then who knows what can come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome.
You have lost too much to quit now. Get a reward for your pain. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for it.